The room next to this we hope to use as a woodworking shop. We have had some equipment donated, and this building again will need a little bit of work before it can be properly operational, but it's not in such a bad condition. You'll see that we've got lots of maize here at the moment. This is all part of the emergency feeding scheme, and we're going to have to find a home for this once this becomes a woodworking workshop, but that's something that's on the cards. Okay, as we leave this building, we see the building in front of us looking significantly derelict. This building is going to be used as a computer lab, so we're going to use this. We've had some computers donated, but we just need to get the building in better repair before we can put them in to run computer training courses. We're finding more and more that people that need to be able to secure employment need to have some skills, and computer skills are a very, very important part of that. And in addition, we want to run the after-school homework club from here. So this building, as you can see, needing significant investment. We've got a series of buildings here, or a series of different partitions to the building at least. So there's 4 different sections. At the moment we use these for storage, but our longer term plan again is to convert these into emergency accommodation. Having converted one section of accommodation into toilet facilities and the caravans being far from adequate, we want to have some emergency accommodation, particularly for women fleeing domestic violence, but also children that are at risk in the home, so we can find them a temporary short-term place to stay, so we can then ultimately find them something more long-term. But as an immediate solution, we want to be able to house them here, so that would be our plan for this building. It does need some investment. Some of the windows are in decent repair, but the doors certainly need to be repaired. I'll just show you inside one of them, just so you can get an idea. They are all the same. So quite small, but will serve the purpose for which they're intended. So not a huge amount of investment needed here. It's just a case of making good the roof and making sure the walls are sufficiently insulated so as to keep people warm in the winter months, and sorting out the floors and decor. So there's 4 units like this on this side of the building. This is the stove we've recently had donated as part of a big corporate kitchen that we just picked up from Johannesburg last week. So this we're hoping to locate in the building that I showed you previously, where the people are living at the moment. And here we come to the last section, the last main section of Isibani. Again, at the moment pretty derelict. This we envisage is going to be our care centre. So the plan is to actually connect these 2 buildings with some sort of roof covering to provide shade, and to provide on the right hand side here a care centre with 15 to 20 beds to deal with people that have been discharged from hospital and can't take care of themselves, or people that are actually don't want to die in the hospital. We can offer them a place with a little bit more dignity and bring them here to see out the last days. Now, in those circumstances, it's extremely difficult for the family of these people, so what we want to do with the buildings on the left is to offer some temporary accommodation for them, so that when the family members are here and are seriously ill, we're going to be able to actually house family members for a day or 2, so they can stay with the loved ones during the last few days. To service all this, we do have a toilet facility. So the toilet facility here has been partly completed. It's certainly on the inside ready with showers and toilets, but we don't actually have the sewage system in place, so we do need to get that plumbed in naturally before we can even begin to think of operating a care centre. So there is an investment needed, so we need to find funds to fund the sewage for that unit. And I will show you very briefly inside what we hope to be the care centre. It's all much of a muchness, so we will just show you one unit. We hope to keep this as open plan as possible, but to be able to fund the care centre, we would need to be able to buy all the necessary equipment. We're going to need beds. We're going to need medical trolleys, equipment. We're going to need potentially some dressings for wounds, and obviously we need the kitchen up and running so we can actually feed the people when we get them here. But our plan is to make this building very, very open plan, and to try to avoid the institutional feel that we often get with other places, and to make it feel like a home from home. So that's a very brief tour of Isibani. I hope I've managed to highlight for you what each of the various rooms is going to be needed for, and the importance of it for the community. Naturally, we're looking for funding for a variety of different things, as I've explained, but I hope this just gives you an introductory taster into what Isibani is all about. Thank you for listening.